Hello world, Mr. Resistor here, continuing our still Omega journey, and we're still out in faction warfare space. So let's see what's going on today. All right. Any battlefields? See if we can get in there.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Okay. Oh, one just spawned in Lantorn. So this one's probably in Avanad.
Warp drive active.
No? Did it get capped? It's so hard to tell with this map sometimes. I guess I kind of have to assume it already got capped. Alright, well, back to Lantorn it is then.
Warp drive active.
Oh, looks like everybody already knew. The fleet is here. That's what I want, the rally point, not the battlefield itself. What? How did I aggro them? Yikes. I mean, I guess I got too close, but... Someone in the blob took the aggro. Mighty neighborly of them. 3 slashers and 2 incursus, I think, for the frigates. There's a lot of people just hanging out on the warp bin. It's always a little disappointing to see. There should be more people running the points. Whoa. Of course, that's easy for me to say when I'm just out here orbiting the Amar warp endpoint in my frigate, but generally speaking, it's bad manners to just warp in and sit there and warp in. If you won't or can't um, run one of the points, really, probably Vexor Navy or maybe some of the battle cruisers are kind of the way to go there. Um, Otherwise, like you need at least a cruiser level DPS. So, um, I believe Vector Navy can get pretty high. And then, of course, battle cruisers are going to have a higher DPS as well. Um, and then it's a matter of whether your fit can sit there and tank the damage, or you sit outside the circle. As long as you stay at least 30 kilometers out from the thing that is being tagged by this, um, they probably won't target you. The NPCs, I mean. And then if you've got the range, you can sit there and whittle them down. Um, but if you can't do that, then please warp to either the opposing faction rally point or the neutral rally point, and be prepared to fight if somebody warps in. Because, you know, otherwise you're just kind of being rude, being a seagull, taking credit for other people's work. So, while we're sitting here, let's take a look at the news. Um, right, so obviously Warpath is over. In story terms, Concord has uh, recovered from the cyber attack that allowed all of the Warpath stuff to happen. Um, and has reasserted control. Um, so these links. So The news in brief got imperial economists gather at royal palace at Empress's behest. Capsuleer-led Circle of Viroka plans to host art exhibit for upcoming Liberation Day celebrations. That's pretty cool. I wonder how they're gonna do that. Starkmere tribe invited to lead heritage activities across the Republic in lead up to Liberation Day. And President Moreau praises patriotic creativity as ship parade in Do-Dixie planned for Federation Day. Cool. I don't remember when Liberation Day or Federation Day are. I assume there's going to be stuff for those in the future. In the past, there's been a race, I believe, on Federation Day, similar to the Galente election. They had that. I forget the term. Door knocking. So it'd be something similar to that, I believe. Not really sure about Liberation Day. I guess it's never really stood out to me as an event, which I feel a little bit bad about, but, you know, it's what it is. But anyway, I also wonder if maybe some of those things coming up have relation to the upcoming expansion. I'm blanking on the name right now. I guess just to catch up on my own Warpath experience, I was able to complete the track on 4 of my 8 other characters. But I did kind of run out of time, and I had to complete on all 4 of those. I had to complete it by buying stuff rather than completing the other activities. So a little bit of a bummer there, but you get to a point where it's like, okay, I need to complete 10 missions, and I only have an hour to do that. Like, that's just not going to be possible. So the other characters that I didn't finish it on are relatively new characters, lower skill points. I think at least 2 of them will be in a position to do pretty well in next year's event. But again, it comes down to time, you know. It takes a lot of time to run those events, and I can, well, when I'm Omega on this account, I can run 5 characters at one time. I have 5 accounts. So, I've got sort of my main set and then secondaries. Um, I have been still in the back of my mind thinking of starting another character. Um, for the channel, and you know, I don't want to have two separate things going. That's just going to be too much. Um, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just go through. Go through the new starting area and have that as like, I don't know. I guess an additional thing, like when I've done Vanguard. Although that's another thing, is that Vanguard is supposed to be doing some cool stuff soon. I don't know exactly when. Oh, here we go. Operation Avalon, 7th through 20th of July. So that'll be next month. Um, there is upcoming Cradle of War. That's what I was looking for. So there is Cradle of War expansion upcoming for EVE Online. June 9th, which is that gonna be the day this goes live? No, that'll be the day after this goes live. So um I'm recording on the 5th, but not that you necessarily need to know that. But that's gonna bring a bunch of changes to faction warfare. So probably in the short term, I'll be focused on that. I don't know. See what else I've got going on. I might at least have like double up for a couple of days to get the new character experience. Um, somebody getting Webster. Um, yeah, does it actually say? Yeah, so the new Navy destroyers will be out for real. Gonna be titles and achievements, and the Exordium starter space will open up. Oh, and a new Epic arc. Cool. Got a few that have joined me over here. A couple of slashers. Is there? Okay, we got a couple people on the. Oh wow, a bunch of Brutixes on the neutral rally point. Good. Not that it's much of a concern. It's quiet out here. Too quiet. So, yeah. Anyway, I think now that I think about it, I do feel like maybe I will just double up um, for that like first week or something, and um, yeah, just so we can look at the faction warfare changes. We can see the new start stuff, um, new player experience stuff. Have that out early on because that is to a certain extent my target audience for this channel. I would say more than anything else, really, is potential new players. So that does feel important. Um, plus, you know, I can maybe have a little bit of a redemption from the rough start that I had on this channel with my first couple of episodes. So. I am excited to see the new changes, though, to faction warfare. Um, yeah, the new changes to faction warfare. Um, let's see. Did I go through this before? I'm not sure if I did. This might have. All right, so 3 pilot sites for battle cruisers and below, with a large amount of victory points, but also a slower respawn time, plus a bonus to skill level on all battle cruiser hulls. Complexes for Tech 3 destroyers and below, where random effects are applied to everyone upon entry. Interceptor only sites with 10-minute capture timer. Tech 1 attack and combat frigate sites for single pilot with a 5-minute capture timer and a faster respawn rate. So, and I don't know, let's see, new seasonal mining and hacking sites will appear in HiSec as well as new time-limited faction warfare complexes. Okay, so those are the faction warfare complexes. As I'm curious to see what the seasonal mining, I guess it's like season of faction war. Um, so there'll be like, I don't know, a bit of a meta story for the that gets driven by faction war, I guess, maybe. Furthermore, expect balancing changes to battlefield rewards, focus more on lootable items instead of flat LP payouts, so players who actively do the work on the control points and kill the NPCs will be able to collect most of the rewards from the site. Progress is tracked through a new Theaters of War dashboard showing each campaign's goals, objectives, live progress, and your personal contribution. The dashboard displays factional warfare progress and the locations of pirate FOBs and military campaign achievements. It also serves as a hub for navigating all war-related dashboards, from faction warfare to insurgencies and enlistment, as well as military campaigns. Oh yeah, I did go through this before because we talked about the rewards for faction victory. Right. So the Minmatar Starkmanir restoration is a rallying cry for the Minmatar tribes to reclaim sovereignty of Arzad and Azara, systems that were stolen by the Amar many centuries ago. They also hope to recover ancient knowledge that will help reveal phased fields in Minmatar high-sec systems. So those are the new mining sites that have like the special ore. That's a lot of nines. Okay. Well. We will, I don't know, park ourselves in Dahl, I guess. Or Seaside. Eh. Okay. That seems like a good place to hang out. Oh, you know what? Actually, I could check where I've got stuff. How's that for an idea? Oh, okay. Like all of those. And a whole bunch of stuff at Dahl. Okay. I should maybe try to transport some of this out of here.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be it for me for today. So until next time, have a good one.